Now to India, and a woman lifted up out of the disgrace that society imposed on her. Sarah Seidner has the story of a so-called untouchable who became a princess of sorts in New York.
This is the life of what Indian society calls an untouchable woman. By birthright, it is her job to manually clean away the feces and urine left behind in the toilets of her upper caste neighbors, and then carry it away on her head. For the past 20 years, my life hasn't been a life, she says. Like insects, the world opposes us, so this is hardly a life. We have just arrived at one of the homes where Manju, who's 37 years old, is going to go ahead and clean out the toilet. The smell is indescribable. This whole lane is covered with urine and feces. We're stepping in it, as is she. She doesn't wear anything. She has no gloves. She has no boots. She's wearing basic flip-flops here. These women begin this dirty work as early as age 7. Usha Chalmar did, and then spent 21 years of her life doing it. She says she was often treated like the excrement she cleaned up every morning. So it would be unusual for someone to do this, just to touch you. No touching, she says. Even if I was ashamed, I didn't have any other work but this. Since I was a child, I've been doing this. I would have died doing this. Instead, 5 years ago, she quit and lived to do something unimaginable in this Rajasthani town. She ended up in New York City on a runway, no less, modeling side by side with a professional. The UN invited Usha and others like her to bring awareness to the world's sanitation problems. Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak made it all possible. He runs Sulabh International, a multi-million-dollar charity to change lives by literally changing toilets. His toilets don't require the dirty work.
I saw their conditions and I thought they were living like a pigs. So why not to give some alternative jobs to them?
His education centers give women training to do other jobs. Usha is one of the most dedicated pupils. For her hard work, she was crowned Princess of Sanitation Workers at the UN. It is a title that takes some getting used to, especially after being treated like dirt for most of her life. Sarah Seidner, CNN, Rajasthan, India.